With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. What a nightcap this could prove to be. The Niners and the Seahawks underway here in the Thanksgiving finale. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll give it to Mixon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Seahawks nothing. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Hill going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. There he goes up the right sideline. Tyreek Hill. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
Oh, he was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Mixon. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And Burrow going to change the play. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They run for it with Mixon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Now they'll change things up. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. First down. Here's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. An audible here to get a new look. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Down to the 25. The Seahawks at 6-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 25, here's second down and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This now a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw, Young. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Young. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Higgins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that makes the score 14-7. And Santoso now to send this one away. And he'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Downfield and caught by Thornton. Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton. 38 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. They run it again with Chubb.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now a second down throw for Young.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Young will set to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
In motion, Hill. Young now. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll throw again. Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Burrow's throw taken in by Thornton.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Seahawks 14.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Mixon will get it to start the second half.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're able to get to him right away, but still down to the 44-yard line with a catch.
Now Burrow changing things up here.
Mixon with a first down carry. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Seahawks 20-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Right side, Thornton with it.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
At the 2-yard line.
Burrow will throw. Touchdown 49ers.
Tyquan Thornton.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here is Young. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now Young on 4th down.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And a loose football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Joe Mixon,
his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the 49ers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Seahawks 16. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to... Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.